Once again, welcome back to the career mode of the glorious Andy Owen. We're continuing with some Sheffield Shield games today. We are opening the batting because I forgot to change the lineup. It's still obviously the captain of the Victorian team. I literally come into the side as the captain. What an absolute legend. It is 30 degrees for a couple of these days. We've got some Sheffield Shield stuff. We're playing at Blundstone Arena. We're going to go with the Tails here against George Bailey's Tasmanian team there. Have a look. Haven't we already played Tasmania in a Shield game? We did. That was our first game. We played Tassie, but it was at the G, and now we're playing them away here. So George Bailey, he has won the toss, and he's going to bowl first. Interesting decision. And I'm actually facing the new ball. So this is going to be a very, very interesting start. There you can see the number 45, Andy Owen, on the left there. On the right, on the left now. Making his way to the middle with Nick Maddinson. It's a bit weird that I've been given the duties of opening the batting. I much prefer to be batting down at the 2 or 3 area. That's a leading edge to start things off for no run. As you can see, this field shape, very short boundaries to the square side. So we will look to be hitting square of the... Is that ball gone nowhere? It has gone nowhere. Oh, it's gone for 1. We'll be looking to hit square to hit some runs. Obviously the whole innings, really. But that's sort of our biggest goal to be doing that. Once again, we see the medium pacer starting things off. Alright, and this is going to be really interesting because I haven't faced the new ball for quite a while since becoming captain of the Richmond cricket team. What we did was we moved ourselves down the order to about 4, and then for Victoria we did the same sort of thing because we're the captain, we went down the order, and now we're back up the top of the order again, which is really interesting. That's not a bad shot either. Always risky when you drive the ball, especially through the covers early. The boundary's not too deep down there, so it'll only be the 2. So Maddinson yet to get off the mark. It is a grassy pitch, so we would have expected to see a little bit of seam and swing and stuff early, but it hasn't really been the case. That is swinging a little bit there. Definitely had some outswing on that ball. So finally they give me the straight delivery, which I easily tuck away for 1. Jackson Bird on. And his first ball is put away for a boundary. It's just way too straight. So after a number of dot balls in a row, we finally managed to get ourselves some more runs. And we've actually lost the wicket of Nick Maddinson, I think it was, opening with us. So we're 1 for 26 with Pukowski to the crease. Again, it's too straight. On the pads, and it is the short boundary down there, so this could actually go to the rope, even though it hasn't been hit very well. Has been saved, turning and coming back for 4, no, just the 3. Stick with that. Yes, down the gap. And it's going to be 2 pushing for 3. Now I guess with that short boundary, you've got to be very wary of the throws coming in from the deep, because they are going to be coming in hot. Oh, gee, good bit of fielding there because that was going to the boundary. It's a much better balanced field. They've covered off the 2 areas I really like hitting in, the backward square leg and the fine leg. They've left a few gaps sort of around the cover region. I'm in wicket, which I have yet to pierce. 10 overs gone, 1 for 32. Oh, leading edge. No run. Man, I'm just leaving so much. 14 from 35. It's been a very slow start on this wicket, but it's been the way I've had to play to keep myself in. I've just been very much doing this, blocking and just leaving a lot of it. If I hit a shot, I'm sure you'll see it. Yep. One wasn't timed very well at all, and it's a 1. So I hope everyone has been enjoying the World Cup, because obviously we've seen some very interesting results over the last couple of days. This could go to the boundary, and it does. Obviously, England beating India, keeping themselves in the hunt for the Final 4. And putting a little bit more pressure back on India, because now they've got to play They play New Zealand on the run home. I know New Zealand definitely play England. Yeah, very, very much everyone is cheering against them. It was a very wide delivery that I managed to put into a gap. Won't be 4. We'll just stick with the 2. But yeah, the World Cup's been big. I've been staying up pretty late some nights, even 3, 4 a.m. some of the games go to, like even 5 a.m. at times they go to, and I've just been staying up a little bit late to watch some of them. They've been very entertaining. I've enjoyed it because it's actually a really good contest between the bat and the ball. It's not been a super batting heavy World Cup. We haven't seen too many scores above 300 chased down, and we haven't seen, and we've actually seen a few scores below sort of 250 that have been defended. So it's actually a really good World Cup in the sense that it is a challenge for both the batsmen and the bowlers to really understand which way the wickets are falling. So I like that, I really do. But right now, what are we? 14 overs gone, 1 for 56. Run rate of 4 and over, 24 from 44. Pekovsky going about a run a ball. It's not been the perfect start, but it's been a pretty good one. We've got a start. Oh, first time I've really tried to execute that shot and it's gone nowhere. Yeah, there's 2. I rate that. It's a good shot, but again, not to the boundary, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind not hitting a boundary every single ball. As you can see, George Bailey trying to fix up that field. But the fielding has been much better in this this match compared to at the G. The field placements in that match were not very good. What are you trying to do with that shot? Oh, that's nice. There's 2 here. Again. Oh, is there 2? It's a dangerous 2, but we'll find ourselves back at the striker's end. 16 overs gone. 1 for 61. Oh, take on that man at mid-on and we get there. The game seems much smoother for some reason than in club cricket. I guess the guys bowl a bit quicker. You know, the ball seems to come on the bat a bit quicker. We got a finger spinner coming on now. I was going to sweep and then I just realised the chances are I'll probably hit it to that man there. So I'm a little bit more careful with how I go about it. Bo Webster, he's like at 50% health. And he's only bowled 3 balls. So I mean 50% like stamina or whatever. 50% health, Jesus. He's got no shield, he's got no shield. It's been a good over, but it only takes 1 mistake to lose your wicket. No run. Into the over, it's a main. 1 for 64. Oh no, he's chopped it on. Will Pekovsky goes. Have a look at this. The ball seemed a little bit in, but he's really just played around it. I was seeing Kylie Minogue about spinning around, and it's just, it's gone on. Riley Meredith dismisses Will Pekovsky. 2 for 64. Who are we bringing in next? Obviously Seb Gotch. It has to be. Oh, gee, that's a risky leave, actually. We had to hit any runs off the spinner so far. Keeper doing some stretching in the background. Yep. Bat pad there. Just the one. I wonder if this would have carried towards a bat pad fielder. Or a short leg, if they were in there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it very well could have. Yep. Oh, it's just a nice little drive. Didn't quite get onto it completely, so it is going to just be 2. Yep. Oh, that's a classy shot. This one looks like it's going to go to the long boundary down the ground for 4. It's the gap they leave open, and I'm happy to take advantage of it. And again, it's only the 2, because obviously the long boundary, it's a bit harder to score. Just working it away down the mid-on. And this has been a really nice controlled innings for the most part. We're 2 for 80. Obviously, Gotch hasn't made a lot of runs, but you know, Pekovsky got off to a bit of a start. I've been playing well. 40 from 72. It's been super patient. There hasn't been too much going on. That's terrible. Why would I do that? Yes. Oh, that's a good shot. That should go to the rope. Absolutely middled through mid-wicket for 4. Yep. Gee, that's straight past the bowler. Could have been a catching opportunity, just the one. I would like to just see this on the replay. Yeah, definitely just went spooned it straight back toward the bowler. Surprised he didn't manage to get a hand in there. That is just too straight. You can't bowl there. You just can't. It's a silly decision.
Yep.
There it is. So the single down towards deep mid wicket gets us a half century again in what has been a really, really promising start at the lower level of the, obviously, at the state level. So, you know, Andy Owen really proving himself once he's come in here, and it's been a more meticulous innings. I just want to have a look at something here because I might have spotted it on the replay as the ball came in towards the keeper and the half century was announced. No, so it didn't come through. So what I thought I saw this guy start clapping in the background for me that I'd reached my 50.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with pace.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to look at the replay. Another half century for Andy Owen. Another solid performance. Oh, I've hit it straight back toward the bowler again. Can you put it down as a missed chance? You probably have to be perfectly honest.
Yep.
Yes. There's two again. Oh, no, it didn't beat the fielder, just the one. And that's probably... I got to hit more square. I just realised that, yes, there are square boundaries and they're short square boundaries. I've been too busy trying to hit it down the wicket when I should really be trying to hit it square. Even anything short, I should really just pull it away. That's not a pull shot. That's off the pad, right? Or the glove. Might be off the glove. It's two. I wonder what the umpire's going to say here. Nothing, no, it's given us run, so I must have hit my glove off the hand. Two mid wicket, that looks for. Looked for the moment it hit the bat. Yeah, no, look, I'm just doing a bit of gardening here. Bang. Now, I'm not actually hitting the ball in the middle too often. Or am I? I just see a big cherry right in the middle of the bat. Right there, look at that. Majority of the shots seemingly coming off the middle. But I feel like that's not actually the middle, right? That's more like of the toe. I need to be hitting it a little bit higher up in the bat.
Yep.
Full toss. Tucked away to fine leg. No fielder down there, so they'll pick up two. Turning and coming back to the third is Gotch. And he's going to get there quite comfortably. So 3 runs in the end. And that's the 50 partnership up between these two as well. And I can see Gotch has made 15 runs, so I'm thinking I've generally done most of the work. And now he's out. And now Madden was out as well. So we lost 2 wickets quickly. We're just going to stick with the batting order that it was. Which is obviously the way to go. I don't know why we would be doing that.
Yep.
Again, taking advantage of that gap at the mid-off region. We'll pick up a 3 quite comfortably. So, it's finally the first time we've had an end of the over, and we have a look here at the 65 runs I've scored so far. Well, that Andy Owen has scored, and you can really see the work rate, majority leg side there, but also been pushing a few into the gaps on the offside, but nothing really square of the wicket on either side of the field. Very interesting.
Waiting.
Oh, he's finally taken it. I've chipped a 1 back to the bowler once again. And on this occasion, the catch was taken. It sort of moved in slow motion a little bit as I drove it straight back toward the bowler. Let's have a look at it here. Just diving in a little bit of slow-mo and takes the catch. Andy Owen gone for 65, caught and bowled by Bell. 5 for 119. Victoria in a wee bit of trouble. So, big innings comes to a close from my point of view. Hopefully the rest of the Victorian team puts on a little bit of a partnership, and that's not the case right here. But, oh, look at the ducks falling again. I just want to, obviously, take a look here. Tasmania again with 5 ducks. Chris Tremaine. He takes 6 wickets or 7 wickets. They absolutely rip through this Tasmanian team. I don't understand why there's so many. Tremaine 6 for 27. Tasmania made 104. That's bizarre. As Andy Owen comes to the crease, averaging 89 in the Sheffield Shield. And Riley Meredith to bowl, and I'm facing the opening delivery and swing and a miss. Oh, it's outside the line, I think you will find.
Waiting.
A much better drive. Like the one that got rid of me. And I didn't even bowl, by the way. Did not bowl a single over. And that wasn't through me choosing not to. That was just the game said, you're not bowling, mate. You're no good. That's a much better shot. That'll be 4. It's the end of the first over. Just that one boundary from it. I feel like anything above 160 is probably a very winnable score in terms of that we have to see the chase come down from. Why did that say it was a boundary when it was a dot? It swiped across with a 4.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the fielder down there at finally, just the 1. So we're actually still on day 1. As I've just had a look at the scoreboard and noticed, we are still on day 1. We've got 20 overs left in the opening day's play, and we're into the 3rd innings of this Sheffield Shield game. Incredible. So there is that much time in the game. It's just, and the pitch is still very green. So it hasn't even seen some wear, which would probably see it better to bat on as the innings progress. But we're still on day 1. It's still very hot. As you can see, there's some patches around. So we might see like a little bit of a better batting surface in the second half of this match. But even then, it's looking a little difficult for anyone to sort of get anything done on. We'll pick up 3 more here as Nick Madison comes back for the 3rd. But we are definitely going to just try and get as many runs, probably in a quick amount of time. Because if we just bat slow, it might not work out for us. And I'm loving this field right now. It looks putrid. Anything is short is gone. Well, it was gone, and it was my wicket that was gone. I was trying to take it on regardless of where it was. I've ended up driving it on the offside, just in the air, and it went straight toward that fielder. It's gone straight toward that fielder. Jewel, I really hope the rest of the team can at least... this is it's a big lead now. It's about a 200-run lead, which is big. And I have been given the ball. This will be my first delivery in Shield history. Oh, it's a Jaffa too. Gee, it was really pitched up there. Nice angle across to the left-hander. Really force him to try and work it onto the onside, and we might get a leading edge or something. Oh, outside edge and gone! Owen delivers! It carried through to the keeper, which is exactly what we wanted to see. The perfect feel, the perfect placement of everything, and just gets the outside edge. Keeper takes it very comfortably. Oh, Andy Owen. He's on fire everywhere. Oh! I want to have a look at this because I'm trying to swing the ball away. It's actually seaming back in, which is making it very impossible for these guys to play. And you see this one. Oh, God. Can you spaz out less? Has just missed the stumps by not very much at all. Not very much at all. Oh, an outside edge! And it doesn't carry, does it? Oh, what an effort from the keeper. And more wickets fall. Even a run out there. 6 for 43. Wakeem is still in. And he's watching it all unfold around him. And he's edged that for 4. So I did say anything above 160 was going to be a hard chase. And it's 6 for 47. You can't disagree with me.
Wait on.
It's going to be very hard for Tasmania. Survive another over. 6 for 69. Can someone else please finish the job? I bowled too many overs in a row here. No, I'm not bowling. Not bowling. Tremaine, you're in. You took all the wickets in the first innings. You can do it again. Has he only bowled 2 overs? That's exactly right. She took 4 for 20 in the end. And he should be well deserving of the player of the match score. Victoria with a 123-run victory. Tremaine superb. Taking 10 for 47. Andy Owen got his first wicket as well as a 65, which was the top score for the match in the opening innings. It's been a good all-round day. Ooh, hello. And we're speaking to our manager, Tom Tapperoni, And he says, I've started to hear teams. He has started to hear teams in the England County Cup are becoming interested in you. Yes, they're very interested. If you just keep getting better and better, you're going to be hard to ignore. I feel like these phone conversations, or it's either a phone convo or Tony just knocks on the door and he's like, yes, keep getting better and better, and you're going to be harder to ignore. Yes, of course. Of course, Tony, we're going to be hard to ignore if we play good cricket. At the ripe old age of 19, Andy Owen is absolutely firing in the Sheffield Shield. We're going to have a look at some of the stats for the Shield as we, can I change competitions here? So if we take a look at the leading run scorers for the Sheffield Shield, we are just down a little bit there with the 188. But I've only played the 2 matches compared to everyone else who has played the 4. So if you look at our average comparatively to everyone, the only player who's actually averaging more than us, and that's because of 5 not outs, is Cam Bancroft there, who's made 211 runs across 8 innings. So for us to make 188 across 3, it's a sensational start from our point of view. And, the strike rate of 76 is actually pretty good. I think it's right up there with some of the best strike rates. It's the 4th best strike rate in the whole competition, and probably the best one for a top order batsman that is really elite. And you take a look here just at some of the leading run scorers across the competitions here, and you can see Jake Weatherall for South Australia is actually the #1 run scorer across the 8 innings. 4 matches there. Labuschagne and Khawaja and Renshaw also names of note up the top there. But we aren't far off the mark with everyone else. So we should be playing some more good cricket pretty soon, and obviously playing in some one-day stuff as well. But we've got some more first-class games to get through for the JLT Sheffield Shield. I think just after this we will be seeing ourselves play for the Victorian side in the One Day Cup, possibly a Big Bash style competition, but it's not a Big Bash because they don't have the licensing for that, which is very strange. So that then leaves us with what is it? The T20 State Challenge, which hasn't started yet, and that starts in December. So I'm sure we'll get a chance maybe at that. I'll just double check our selection for it, which sees us as getting attention for it. So we don't know whether or not we'll be playing in it, but you never know. If you're playing in the One Day Cup and you can, put on a good performance in that, you might be playing in the state T20s as well. So we'll see how we go. But that is it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up. That's the same thing as a like. And let me know in the comments what you're loving at the moment. Who's going to win the World Cup? I want to know that in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Good, this is good. And once again, finally, we get the call up for being in the state side. Victoria would like to sign on the dotted line for a Sheffield Shield position. We're playing on the G. Andy Owen has finally